What you guys see right now, right here, is a car, my grandfather's car, that was completely burned to the ground a few weeks ago. I am recording this video right after my mom told me that is the case. Okay, I was actually running and doing some exercise, and I came back home like 30 minutes ago and got a message on Telegram from my mom sending me these photos and videos. And she did not tell me earlier because, again, we were traveling and she didn't want to kind of let me know. The thing is that my grandfather passed away 4 years ago, and it was a very important car for him, okay? Basically, he was spending all of his time for me when I was playing hockey, because I was basically his project when I was a professional athlete, and it was the car, okay? And the reason why I'm sharing this is I want to discuss with you the thesis and the idea of the wake-up calls that we experience throughout our life that kind of define how we are gonna be evolving as humans throughout our lifespan. And of course, because this is this is the channel around my own business, and because my business is directly related to the AI, I want to show you that today, okay? Today, literally today, guys, right now, is your wake-up call. It's not tomorrow, it's not like in a week, in a month, or in 6, it's today, okay? It's either today or never. You probably in your life also experienced the situations that were like, either you are figuring this out or you don't, and your life completely changes. The first one for me was probably when I was playing professional hockey, and when I was deciding that I need to quit, okay? So that was the moment when I needed to kind of make a decision. Okay, Eugene, so are you fucking staying on this career path and trying to make it, or you're going on your own, okay? And I chose the latter, which was a good decision, right? I don't regret that, but that was this moment. And I can remember probably like 3 or 5 things throughout my life. I'm 26, so I'm pretty young, that were like that, okay? And you can also probably relate. And the reason why I mentioned the car, my grandfather's car, which values at about right now in the market probably like $20,000. I mean, it's not kind of about the money. I guess, like, okay, so we lost 20 grand, but it's about the memory. I was kind of planning to do something with the car, do something cool with it. It was like really nice, and he put a lot of thought into it. But when he passed away, no one was taking care of it, and my grandma didn't want to sell it because it was kind of the memory, and I didn't want it to be sold. And so when I was at home, I was driving it, and it was probably like 3 months ago. I was driving it, and it actually, I saw the smoke going from like the engine type of the space. And of course, I kind of stopped and like disconnected the battery and called the maintenance. And they took a look, so we got to the service, and they took a look. They said that they need to do the complete diagnosis of this whole thing, of this car. And that was basically the wake-up call, because no one was taking care for the car for like basically like 3.5 years, 4 years. And it needed the maintenance, okay? It needed some changes. Again, I don't know how to explain this. I'm not the car guy, but whatever. I think you know what I'm talking about, right? But I thought, okay, let me do that when I'm gonna come back. And I forgot, okay? So I forgot. The like, and some people, like, from our family was driving the car and everything was kind of fine. And then what happened 2 weeks ago that I just kind of realized that my mom told me is that they were driving, the car caught like smoke. Okay, they stopped, they disconnected the battery because this is the most important part, and the fire started like 5 minutes after. Um, they got this fucking whatever the fire, I don't know, like I don't know the name, right? So to took the fire off. Um, it kind of worked. They called you know, the fire guys. My gosh, my English is so bad. Okay, you got it. They come in, right? So the firefighters, they come in. You're not gonna believe what happened then. There was no fucking water and the liquid. So they're using the liquid, I guess the water, as well as the some sort of the whatever, like the some material type of the thing that they get the fire down with, and the car was empty. Okay. And they could stop the fire, but then they called the second car, the second department, that come in from what my mom told me basically like 10 minutes later, and the car was fucked, okay, already. So, I mean, okay, so this is the separate discussion on what we're gonna do with this whole situation, but like, that was the wake-up call for me that, hey, Eugene, it's either you're gonna fucking do this or you're gonna get in trouble. And unfortunately for my family, we got in trouble, okay? And the same thing kind of applies to the reason why I'm telling you this is not a vlog channel where I'm sharing my life stories, okay? The reason why I'm telling you this is because AI is such an interesting space and such a huge shift in the way everyone's gonna do the business and everyone thinks about the digital presence, is that like there is so much opportunity right now in the space that everyone is trying to leverage. And we are here all about selling automations to the businesses and integrating the solutions that actually delivers the monetary value. So it's either going to be right now that you take advantage of this opportunity, or you're going to regret your whole life not taking advantage of it. And listen, so I understand that every one of you guys are in like kind of the different circumstances, right? So maybe you have the money, right? Or you don't have the money. It doesn't really matter. If you're watching this video, it means that you want to grow, okay? And you probably want to build a business, right? And in order to build a business, you need to be able to take the risk. And the reason, again, for this video is to encourage you to take the risk right now, okay? Right now, like, no, not fucking tomorrow, like today, okay? Today is the day when you need to decide, because tomorrow it's gonna be too late. I'm not talking about like fucking technology gonna be too good or the competition will be too bad or like the situation will be too obvious. No, it's just a mental thing. It doesn't matter what your plan is. If you're planning to start selling basically the AI solutions to the businesses in some sort of a way, right? So it could be the AI services, right? So it could be the AI automations. It could be some sort of a system that helps businesses with SEO. It could be the marketing powered services, right? That are related to the AI. It doesn't really matter, right? So it could be the marketing agency with AI systems. If you want to stay relevant on the market, I know that a lot of you guys already have some of these agencies and you found some success, but if you want to stay relevant, you need to get the shit together. Meaning, you need to build a business that you can rely on and you can grow for the next 3, 5, 10 years. In order to do that, you need to have a predictable client acquisition channel. Right? It means that you need to understand how you're getting the clients into your agency, because if you don't understand that, and if you don't have a system that is going to be able to help you to do this consistently, you're going to fail, okay? And in order to do that, you basically need $1,000, okay? I am asking you to invest $1,000, not in my fucking course or system or whatever, in yourself, in your own business. If you don't have $1,000 to invest, go work at McDonald's, go save up the money and start working on your dreams. Because if you don't have the money, you should not think about starting a business. This is not how it works. I don't believe that you can start a business if you haven't saved 1K throughout your lifespan. I'm sorry. If you do have it, so choose something like a webinar funnel that I am talking a lot on this channel, or start running the paid ads to the double opt-in funnel, or start to do the cold outreach, investing in the infrastructure, okay? So you have 3 main options. And it doesn't fucking matter what type of the business model you are running, okay? No one gives a fuck about your services. No one, okay? This is what I am trying to explain. I hope we're on the same page. The wake-up call is related to you getting the chunk from this market, getting clients and building a business, not by learning the tools, okay? This is why you need to invest money to acquire the clients and to understand how you can do that, okay? To understand what would be the future of your agency, how much the client acquisition gonna be for your agency, so that you can start growing from there. Even if you have a successful agency with the existing clients, you probably already felt that, hey, the referrals are kind of like, it's hard to grow on their word of mouth, and you cannot again rely on this acquisition. So you need to be able to build a system that's going to be delivering the results to you. And the reason why I'm mentioning $1,000 is because for the $1,000, you can split it by 2 webinars. You can invest $500 into each webinar, trying to run that, trying to educate people on your services, saying, hey guys, I'm having a free webinar where I'm going to teach you X, Y, and Z. I'm having a free webinar for the landscaping companies who are in Utah, who are looking to get more leads. I'm having a webinar for the mortgage brokers across the United States who are trying to reactivate their debt prospects. So you can run all of these webinars to then understand if this channel is going to work for you or not. Same thing with the double opt-in. You're going to invest money into the same type of the creative, but instead of the webinar, you will push them to the landing page that will say, hey, please, fill out this form to get the details. When they're going to fill out the form, they are going to go to the VSL and do the booking page. Same thing for the cold outreach. And you might think, okay, I don't have the money, so how about the cold outreach? Look, if you don't have $1,000, you don't do fucking business. Because for the cold outreach, you at least need to invest like $300 to $400 a month, okay, a month on the proper infrastructure. And keep in mind that when you're going to buy this infrastructure, you're going to spend 3 to 4 weeks warming up this infrastructure. So you're going to invest this up front. So look, this is why I'm telling you, $1,000, you can either, run the 2 webinars, you can run the double opt-in funnel for at least a month, or you can have 2 months of the cold outreach for you to be able to acquire the clients. Again, it doesn't matter what you're selling, AI content creation, AI fucking sales systems, a SEO system for HVAC companies in Canada, or you're gonna say the short form content, like it doesn't matter, okay? Guys, this is the wake-up call. The barrier to the fulfillment in the agency space is getting lower and lower with all these AI tools. Everyone right now can go to the YouTube, learn automations, learn AI agents, and try to deliver different results to the businesses. This is why in this video, I'm not focusing specifically on the service, because you can AI services, you can go to and watch like hundreds and thousands of these videos where people are talking about different services, different tools, okay? And what it used to be, like it used to be very hard to do the SEO. Now it is hard. It is hard to do the SEO and to get the results that the companies are looking for. But AI is making it easier. It's not a full replacement, but it's making it easier. Marketing, paid ads is very easy. This is why you need to have the systems on the backend, like the OnePrompt, to be able to close all these leads. AI automations is super easy right now with all these, no-code tools, of course. Usually these are not the production-ready solutions, but again, you can learn them and anyone can learn them. So the barrier of entry is super low. So the differentiation factor of the business will be your client acquisition strategy and the way you can build a business and the way you understand the client acquisition, okay? And if you do not master it right now, it's going to be too late, okay? You're going to be caught up in the tools. The competition is going to be too high, and instead of the $1,000, you would need to invest $3,000 to $5,000 to make it work. Again, you will be able to make it work. You will. It's not that this opportunity will be gone. It always will be available, and I believe that. But it's just on the amount of leverage that you can pull right now because we are very early. Anyways, I hope that was helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, let me know, because I guess my videos are not getting too much views, and I reply to all the comments. If you have anything you want to ask, you can ask it in the comment section. I'm gonna get back. And if you want me to go deeper, you can send me a message on LinkedIn. I'm replying to everything. If not, if you know everything, if you don't want to communicate, just at least, execute on what I'm saying. Or, I guess, unsubscribe from this channel and never see my videos again. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.